Come on. Did you guys really think you guys were only going to get one episode on drop day? Nah. Welcome to the second episode of Party of One. And before we kick things off, I do want to start off by saying I hope everyone has a good new year and this year treats you guys well. If there's any goals you want to achieve, you achieve them. And I'm just wishing everyone health, wealth, and success, you know? Now, with further on, let's get into the episode. So, 2025 is over, which means the new year is kicking off. And that is a perfect time to start new hobbies, new things you want to try, new manifestations you want to reach, whatever it is. I know for me, I'm so excited for 2026 because I get to do this. My birthday, I get to find new hyperfixations on like movies or shows, new movies that I've been waiting for, new shows that I've been waiting for, whatever it is, I'm excited. Oh, and don't even get me started with concerts. Ugh, Ariana, I will be seeing you in August. But going back to birthdays really quick, shout out to all my Capricorn and Aquariuses out there. It is your birth month, you guys. I hope you guys get to celebrate it the way you guys want, if that's with family or with friends or even by yourself, whatever it is. I hope you guys have a good birthday. Funny enough, my mom is a Capricorn and one of my closest friends is an Aquarius. So I will be celebrating those two zodiacs this month and I'm ready. But back to New Year's Eve, which was yesterday. What did everyone do? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Like, did you guys stay home? Did you guys go to a party, spend it with family, spend it with friends? Or were you at the cinema watching the Stranger Things finale like I was? Now, hear me out really quick. I truly believe and think that any show that's coming to the end and needs to drop a finale, drop it in the theaters. I swear to God, drop it in the theaters. It is such a unique and fun experience, in my personal opinion. The audio, the visuals, the ambiance, it is all there. And do not get me started with the fans. Oh my God. I had such a great time being in a theater filled with nerds of the show like me and getting to watch a show that has been going on for 9 years come to an end, truly. And it really reminded me of the Twilight days. If you know, you know. Twilight was such a fun time to go to the movies and watch this movie and just be like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Twilight had 5 movies. So there was a good time where you would be at the movies like every year to watch the next chapter. Me and my mom, we were such huge fans that we would be at every opening night. We would go to special marathon events. We would even sign up for advanced screenings to see the movie days early before it came out. And that's how I felt last night. It literally brought me back to those days. And I am going to be the first person to say it. Not even the first. I would strongly suggest if you're not part of a fandom of a show, do it. Do it, do it, do it. You would never hold back. And it was so sad to see it come to an end, but I thought it was a beautiful ending. So many people on Twitter were very disappointed, but to each their own. And obviously, I'm not going to give any spoilers. So if you are a fan of the show and you're going to watch it, I do suggest you watch it soon before you go on social media because things will get spoiled. Now, since we're on the topic of TV shows still, I want to talk about this one show that has had me in such a chokehold and literally injected in my veins, and I wish I was joking. My friends who are listening, you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. The show is called Heated Rivalry, okay? It is a Canadian TV show that has been adapted from a book series called Game Changers by Rachel Reed. It's the second book in the series that got adapted into live action, okay? It's directed by a man named Jacob Tierney, who is a gay Canadian. Love him for that. And the show is based off 2 characters named Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov, played by Hudson Williams, who plays Shane, and Connor Story, who play Ilya. And to give you the rundown, it is a rival gay hockey show that shows a secret affair that's lasts decades and dealing with the pressure of being out in the sports world and keeping something so sacred private, okay? This show has been executed so perfectly that I've cried so many times watching it, even rewatching it, okay? The performances from both these actors playing these characters, give them the freaking Emmy. I'm so serious. Connor Story, the actor who plays Ilya Rozanov, is literally from Texas, okay? He nails the Russian accent so good, you would think he's Russian, okay? Hudson Williams, who plays Shane Hollander, plays Shane so well that I would not imagine anyone else portraying him. I'm so serious, okay? This show in general, the storytelling is amazing. The romance, amazing. The character dynamic and character development, amazing. It's truly one of those shows that you have to watch and put it on your watch list. And I'm so serious. If you're someone who likes a good romance, this is the one. And don't even get me started on the sex scenes. I'm not even saying that to be a freak. They're executed really good too. You would think they're really having it on the screen. Like, that's how good their chemistry is, okay? Also, you get to see the true depth of it all, of them being in love with each other, but they just can't really get to that point yet because of the certain circumstances of being in the hockey league. And especially for Ilya, who is from Russia, and obviously they have different political views of same sex, you know? But I'm really excited to see where this show goes. I know they got picked up for 2 seasons and I'm so excited and I can't wait for it. I do recommend. One thing I also will say is what I really appreciate about this show being made is that the two actors were unknown actors and they rose to fame overnight because of the show and how good they played the characters. And I really wish shows and movies did that nowadays, you know, give starting actors the time to shine, to portray their work and get to the successful fame that they deserve, you know? Like giving more opportunities to underground actors will change so many lives, especially theirs. And who knows, like maybe they might launch a multi-million project in the works or a series or a franchise, whatever, you know, whatever it is. And don't get me wrong, I love actors now who are doing films because obviously there's so many good actors out there, but sometimes we need something new or fresh, you know? And one thing about movies too is that so many people fan cast certain actors and I'm just like, I don't really see it. I'm gonna be real. Especially for example, like look at Marvel. So many people are getting fan casted to play certain heroes or villains, and I'm just like, okay, like I get it. But also like, no, it's not gonna work. And Marvel's falling downhill anyway, so it's not really like something to be excited for, but I'm excited for Doomsday. But sorry, I got like a little sidetracked. But yes, if you're someone who loves romance, please go watch Heated Rivalry. Really, really good. Stay tuned to another episode if I do get the books because I will be bringing it up. And honestly, if I were to compare it to another show, I definitely would put it on the same track as The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is also another show based off a book series by Jenny Han. I think the only difference is The Summer I Turned Pretty is like a love triangle show with straight brothers fighting against one girl. Well, let me rephrase that. One brother's bi, the other one's straight, but they both fight over one girl. So it's like a love triangle thing. So that's like how it's different from Heated Rivalry. Both shows are over now, and actually no, The Summer I Turned Pretty is getting a movie adaptation because the ending wasn't enough, clearly, which I agree. So we'll see how that goes. If you're a fan of that, like I am, we can talk about it on here. But I'm also excited for the 2026 movie slate. Me and my best friend Kimmy, if you're listening, you get a little shout on the pod. We are signing up for AMC A-listers so we can see 3 movies a week because there's so many anticipated movies we both want to see. And I think it's more like better to sign up for the subscription because you get like 3 movies a week instead of paying every time you go, like what, on a 2-week basis. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to review that when I sign up for it. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I love movies down, okay? I love going to the movie theater. If you were to ask me, what do you want to do? Let's go to the movies. Pulling up to the movie, getting a large slushie and a candy. That's my go-to, okay? I have a letterbox. I review movies on there because that's how deeply I am in love with them. I'm in the process of writing a movie script right now, which stay tuned for that. I'll talk about it later, okay? Oh, and don't even get me started on collectibles. If a movie is dropping a popcorn bucket or a cup and I want it, guess who's getting it? Me. I don't care how much it is. $50, I'm paying it. I sound crazy? Oh well, okay? I have a full shelf of collectibles from movies that I love. Ask my friends. I'll probably post it too. I love it down. And the reason I feel like I also think because I love movies so bad is because I would always be at the movies with my mom, okay? Anytime a movie would come out that she wants to watch, we will be at the theaters. And she'll be like, what do you want to do this weekend? You want to go see a movie? Yes. I love it down. Back then, there was a local theater by my house. They used to do $5 movies. And this is when movie theaters were open at like midnight still to do midnight releases, okay? And at this theater, they used to have a journal that would have a list of movies that were $5. And obviously, there were like movies that had already been out for a bit of time and they're just still showing them for like a cheaper cost. Guess who would be there? Me and my mom. And I think that's why my mom and I have such a strong relationship because we bond over something so sacred to us. My mom was the type to collect physical media as well. So she used to have this shelf of like all these DVD movies that she loved, and I would watch them on the weekend when I had a chance. She also introduced me to the first horror film that traumatized me, and she would use that as an advantage, which I don't blame her. I was a terrible child. But that movie was Jeepers Creepers, y'all. Like, I was so frightened of that movie. And so she used to terrorize me with like the song, and we would watch it, and I would watch it with her. And I used to swear I used to hear that man on my roof. I was a crazy child, you know? My mom and I were so dedicated too that even for my 10th birthday, it was Alice in Wonderland theme, and we went to go see the new movie when Disney released like the live action. We saw the movie dressed up as the characters from the movie. Isn't that crazy? And I had so much fun because it was something I've never done before. Literal cosplay. And I have interpreted that too now, even as an adult. So like when a movie that I want to see comes out, I get a shirt for it. I got a shirt when I went to see Fantastic Four. I wore my Stranger Things sweater yesterday to see the finale. When the fifth Scream came out, since I'm a huge Scream fan, I bought a shirt. Like that's how locked in I am. And I'm so glad to have a good friend group now too, that I can go see a movie with them and we get to discuss for hours. Cause that's what movies are for. Cause someone's gonna hate it, someone's gonna love it, and someone's gonna be 50-50 with it. And with those three people or two people even, a conversation can go on for hours. Trust me. And I recommend it. Now, my dear sweet listeners, the time has come to wrap up this episode. I wanted to just give you guys this as a little glance on what's to come and what I'm bringing to the table. But I also want to make it aware that I'm not only talking about movie or TV shows. That's not what this podcast is strictly about. Trust me. I want to make this podcast fun and raunchy, where like I just spill it and just speak it all. Like I put in my bio on my YouTube channel, it's about pop cultures, the movie, the TV show, of course, but that's not all, guys. If you're having boyfriend troubles, obviously I'm talking about that. You need daddy issue advice, I'm talking about that. Bad sex, girl, I got it. Whatever it is, I'm talking about it with you guys. And I'm not doing it by myself. I will be having guests on here. I will be doing little games, little segments, whatever it is, I will be doing. And I would love to hear you guys' feedback. If you have any ideas you guys want me to bring on, please feel free to DM me. The Instagram will be in the description where you guys can send me a message. And I will be dropping every Wednesday and Friday. So you guys get 2 episodes a week. And I will keep going and keep working hard to make sure I give you guys the best quality. And I want to make it aware, by February, I'll have actual filmed episodes that will be uploaded so you guys can get the full podcast experience.